Hello and welcome back to part 3. Reason why I'm doing the third installment of the top 42 worst DJ mistakes ever that can be fixed or that could possibly lead to failure. Is because there's 42 and we just finished 30, which was on part 2. So don't forget to watch that. It's on my channel as well. Don't forget to if you have any comments in the comment box. As is behind me, you hear a track that I've made that I wanted to add to the background, so you can hear that in the background, which is playing already. As it is, let's get to it. We're now up to 31. So let's start with number 31. Number 31, DJing off pre-recorded sets. That is a definite no. Why? Because you want to be one with your set. You want to be actually DJing with your set, not pressing play on your MP3 recorder and having that for it's good for fill-in, but when you're DJing, that's different. You have to be one with your set so you can actually give it your all. So, again, as a tip, don't use your recorder for DJing. So, that's just in itself. It's easy to fix. And possibly it could lead to failure if it keeps on proceeding in that sort of direction, if it's too much. Another one is number 30 at number 32, which is bringing way too much stuff. Way too much stuff will crowd you. That is a definite, leading more close to the fail zone, but it is easily to be fixed. Again, that is why you have to make sure your stuff is condensed down so you don't have too much for yourself or it'll cause stress. So, as it is, you don't have to bring a lot of stuff. You can only bring a minimal amount and you'll still get the good results that you need. Okay, now down to 33, which is the setup taking way too long. In itself, it's more leading to the fail zone, but it is easy to fix, and that is condensing your amount down so when you're setting up, it doesn't take you that long. Make sure you time it when you get there and you set it up. And then it won't take you too long. Which leads to the second one, in parcel of as 34 as the set takedown taking way too long. Again, same thing. Make sure that you have the amount. The minimal amount of stuff will help you in number 34. Okay, number 35, gotta make it faster so we can get all things together here. So at 35 is tracks that sound like mud, and that's like tracks that really don't kind of match to the bass of, like, say, the other track. It sounds kind of like mumbled water. You know how you step in mud and it sounds something like that. And you definitely do not want that to happen. Now that could possibly go on if it's repetitive into the fail zone, but it's easy to fix. It has to be that you're looking it over and that's thinking about what songs go good with what, and that's easy to fix. So again, just be mindful on what songs go good with what, because that in itself will sound like mud. I guarantee it. Once you fix up that party on. Okay, and then another one, number 36, is not following the interface properly. Oh boy! Now that in itself is a failure. You have to pay attention to your interface. Your interface is the heart of your mix. Because when you're mixing with your turntable or whatever, and the interface that you're working on is what you need to pay attention to. That's the first thing to pay attention to, let alone what you're doing to your stuff. Yes, you have skill, but you need to pay attention to it, or it'll get away on you. And that's what you don't want. And that is a definite failure. So, but it also can be slightly kind of fixed, meaning paying attention. So, there's some parts about paying attention. Another one is, 37 is, being very repetitive. Beats, tracks, and looping that can get away. You had to be subtle with that. And, again, right there, it's easily to fix. And that's not like, throwing in things like that all the time. Once in a while is okay. You know, as in to spice things up, which is okay. That's a bonus. But you gotta be mindful of it, because it can be easy to fix, but it also can lead to fail later on if it keeps up in that same general pattern. Okay, now 38 is getting into masks first when you're just doing shows for the first time. Or the second time, or the third time. People will not know you. You need to face the show. You can also check that video out. It's also posted on here as well, on why you shouldn't be wearing masquerades. Now that in itself is very fixable, but it could possibly later down the road, if you keep that up, it'll completely wreck it. You had to be popular to actually, getting all that stuff. Well, I mentioned that video too, so you can check that out. And, yeah, just don't get into masks first. Tip. Right there. Number one is number 39, which is being disorganized. Being disorganized is a definite failure. Why? Because you're not ready. That's what it basically is. You're not ready. And that in itself is organization. So don't forget to check those videos on here as well. The ones that I posted on here as well in organization. And to be up another coming up list, which is no one coming up around the bend. So keep focusing on that. So that is a definite out there. Remember, paying attention is the key. And then the number one, number 40, poor timing. That can lead to failure. Because things need time to generate. Like you're looking at interface and just counting and counting and counting and just making sure everything meets. So it blends well. Timing is crucial in making a blend or a remix. So that can lead to failure if you're not careful. So yeah. And now we're going to go to number 41 is bad time management. Again, kind of the same thing, but more so if you're being like say hired and stuff like that, you got to make sure you're on time. That will also that's what you're always constantly checking is that too. Next one, the last one, and again that's for failure. Last one, bad execution. Again, will not make things work. Make sure that when you execute, it goes well. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can just redo things. But as it is, bad execution will lead to failure. But if you're careful, you'll get a good execution. Comment box, don't forget. Don't forget to like this one, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.